What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? We are going to be getting into the mother, okay, at the solar plexus level, which for the most part has been sort of blurry. Okay. So let's get into her. This is the lifetime where it was after the heart region, after we left out of the heart region, after that incubus killed her children, after her own ex-daughter for which she put the speck in her eye, betrayed her, stabbed her in the back while she was at her lowest point and kicked her while she was down. Okay, after this little girl who thought she could be mother ever drunk the juices of mother and then commenced to conjuring up all of these black orbs that positioned themselves within the body of the mother, and outside into the energy and auric, the mental, emotional, physical, mental, and ethereal body of mother. After this little girl that wore rags that the mother loved and looked after, she did this to mother. Okay, and then the incubus left with her. The incubus chose to leave with the girl. Well, the incubus probably had no choice because the incubus went with the light. He went to where the gold was because that's the kind of individual he is. Okay, but after all this happened, everybody, and that lie that was told about them children, okay, it was the children for me that this incubus killed, where this lie was then uttered out of the mouths of all of these nymphs and all of these creatures that were against mother because of that quote mind virus. After all of this happened in the heart region, where mother loved and nurtured and cared for all of these individuals, including Brandon Pegues, which is quite surprising because the bitch was a bully in this lifetime. We have mother. Well, then she became the madame before this lifetime really ended. She was the madame for a little bit. Because she needed to be needed, and that's one of the things that I'm mad about her about. That she needed to be needed, and she should have just said fuck it and not cared. It's a lie. Nonetheless, she fell for the magic and she fell for the manipulation and all that, and she became that madame for just a brief while, where she even continued to teach these churn out of control, but she shouldn't have, because they did not deserve her teachings. So after this, the lifetime ends, or it shifts, and so I forgot. It's blurred, but either way, there was some sort of that torture that was done with her eyes at the end of that, and all of these. Wow. Excuse me. Okay. Then she drops down into the solar plexus, and I gotta say, this for me, this is the most inspirational version of mother to me, because she is finally starting to come into herself. She is finally starting to know herself, despite these spells and you know the hypnosis and the mind control throughout it on the ship. She's starting to come to herself. Although in this lifetime, I gotta say, she is mean. This lady is borderline evil, but she's not evil. I feel like she is justified in her actions. during this lifetime. She would. You didn't want to fuck with mother. Now she was an older version of herself. She was an older version of herself in this lifetime, and what I'm picturing is like Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada. I'm picturing that along with the Raiden in Mortal Kombat. So she had like lightning surrounding her body. She had lightning. There was like lightning surrounding her body, and you could see it in the air. You could see it. The collective could see the lightning surrounding mother. They knew who mother was. Okay, but she was strict though. She was strict. She was very severe, and to the book, almost like a nun. I'm hearing almost like a nun. Okay, and she wasn't for the bullshit. She didn't play around because of what she had already been through. Even though there was the veil of a shell, she didn't really know that that's how she was in that chakra, because there was that forgetfulness a little bit. She forgot, sorta, but she was very severe, and she was for the most part alone. She was a loner this lifetime. The way she would just walk around and just looking down her nose, she looked down her nose as well. She could not tolerate the collective. She did not tolerate them. She wanted them out of her sight. She wanted them away from her. But it was because of all of that, what had just happened. That was not her natural state. Okay? And it was also cloudy in the solar plexus, which is crazy. I'm picking up on a lot of clouds and gloom. I'm picking up on gloom, gloom and bleak with this version of mother who was older. And I'm gonna say, you could say 50 or 60. This was the oldest version that she ever came out with. That she ever became the oldest. What else? She wore a hat. She wore this hat. That walk. There was something about the walk of mother at this time. Not only the walk, but those hips that she had, and the way she used to stomp the ground when she walked. That was beautiful. You knew that was mother. You knew that this was her. She was the earth. And that she was the consciousness that dwelt within. You knew that was mother. By the way, just everything about her. But there was something that happened, and I'm also hearing something about the Umbrella Girls. So she did have maybe a couple of girls that were around her at this time, because I'm hearing something about the Umbrella Girls. And this is the last time where the collective was unified. We were all, there was one. It was one consciousness. This was like the last time that this was mother's. And this was mother's creation. Because after we fell into the sacral, it was chaos. It became chaos. It became chaotic with this group back in this incubus and these archons. Okay. It's going to be becoming clearer. I'm going to be getting more about this. We got that piece. Welcome home, mother, because thank you, because you inspire me the most. You, from this lifetime, you inspire me the most out of all. Okay? Bye-bye.